As you see, they've got a neck on the floor. He's got his hand on her neck.
Straight out of Wales with the wind in his sails, he's tipping the scales. Silurian trails revealing their names while he's lifting their veils. Public assails, no one exhales. Won't read in the mail, it's not printed in braille. No bonus for sales, the light will prevail. He's telling the tale while he's hot on the trail. Whole nother scale, he's hammering the nail. He's trolling and rolling the camera and showing the standard that's double. Exposing the bubble, removing the muzzle. He's always got trouble, he's fighting the muscle and solving the puzzle. He's taking the fight and he's spreading the light. And he's doing it right, taking dark as the night. And he's making it bright and providing insight while he's flooding your eyes like a hair in the headlight.
Step back, press, don't even pick on me. Are you watching this? The press aren't allowed to film.
Injustice is served, collar crime is submerged. Don't be absurd, your vision is blurred. He's seen it occur, still right there on the curb. His iPhone record, he's filming the herd. BLM thugs act like cons high on drugs. They wrecking the place, they're smashing the face. He's in with the thick, in with hammers and sticks. Exposing the truth, he's showing the proof. He's trolling and rolling the camera and showing the standard that's double. Exposing the bubble, removing the muzzle. He's always got trouble, he's fighting the muscle and solving the puzzle. He's taking the fight and he's spreading the light. And he's doing it right, taking dark as the night. And he's making it bright and providing insight while he's flooding your eyes like a hair in the headlight.
You just don't want to see it there. You just don't want to see the violence. You don't want to see the violence on some of those people. 3 people on a woman.
Support for the vets, pray unless we forget the pain he besets and the truth he projects. He's a victim of threats, but he never regrets. Live stream the upsets, no printing gazettes. He's taken the test, got the pedo's address. No south, east or west, he streams the protest. No news is suppressed, the whole truth is expressed. Twin standard he tests, he's facing arrest. He's trolling and rolling the camera and showing the standard that's double. Exposing the bubble, removing the muzzle. He's always got trouble, he's fighting the muscle and solving the puzzle. He's taking the fight and he's spreading the light. And he's doing it right, taking dark as the night. And he's making it bright and providing insight while he's flooding your eyes like a hair in the headlight.
There's 4, 5 on 1. There's 2 on a girl.
Evening all. Been a busy night tonight. I have been down to Cardiff as well. I did a banner on the bridge protest. I filmed that. If you could all do me a favour tonight, could you please all share? As you all know, I'm on a shadow ban and it is affecting people watching. Please jump in the comments, leave a comment, would be great. Tonight is about homeschool. We are going to be talking about a couple of other different things as well. We're going to see how it goes on. But the most important thing, back to reviewing a drink, and it's Brothers Marshmallow Flavour Cider. It's looking good. I do like it. So, folks, just an update on what I'm up to. Today, like I said, I was on a Banner of the Bridge. That was down in Cardiff by the uni. And, tomorrow, I'm going down to Exeter. I might be going to Bristol on Saturday as well. That will be for Kill the Bill, folks. And that should be interesting as well. Tomorrow is Billy's trial. So I will be going to that as well, folks. So if you watch me live, I'm taking 4 battery packs. So you can all see and watch and share. That'd be great. Because it's what's happening with Billy is it's wrong regarding his child, and he's actually on remand at the moment. Evening, Roy. Evening, Betty. Evening, Alison. Yeah, folks, if you could please all share this on your profiles and to your groups, because I'm kind of stuck at the moment because I can't share. I came off a ban and then I found out I was problems with groups. For 30 days, as well as the 7-day ban, and I've found out that I got a 30-day ban on a shadow ban. In other words, I mean they lower your feeds. So I'm pretty lucky there, folks. It was only 30 days and not 90 days like most people have been having. Yeah, that's right, Roy. Guy smashing up the BBC statue. Amazing. about blinking time. And I said that as soon as they had a non-guilty in Bristol, that somebody would get up on that statue and somebody would start smashing it to bits. Well, there's somebody up there now. They've been up there quite a while, and they're actually smashing it to bits. And good on them. At the end of the day, the BBC and their paedophile tendencies need to be gone. There's no need for it in this society any longer. Evening, Susan, even Lydia, even Lisa. Right, let's get this show on the road. Right, my first guest coming on. Her name's Stacey. Now, please be kind to her. She's never been on a live before, so please be nice to her, folks, because she needs to be looked after on this one, because we want her to come back, don't we, folks? Right. Evening, Stacey.
Hi.
What part of the country are you from?
Oh, I'm from Sheffield.
Yeah. John Lawrence just said new fish. So we've got to take it easy on you tonight.
Yeah, be nice, please.
The top, there are another two people hopefully will jump on you soon. I will be giving them a push if they don't hurry up and jump on. So tonight's topic is homeschooling. You've just started the process, haven't you?
Yep, literally days ago. Basically, it started the day I met you, actually, Phil.
Did it?
Yeah, yeah, you don't know that. But yeah, the day I was in London fighting for our children, I got a phone call off my daughter saying that she'd been basically she come out of school with a pair of decorated pants.
Let me bring another guest on before you carry on, okay?
Oh, bro.
So I'm going to bring Aisha on as well. Hopefully Joe will join us in a minute. I'm Becky. We'll see. Evening, Aisha.
Hello. Sorry, it's taking me ages to try and get on it, to copy and paste into Google and all sorts today.
Well, we'll let Stacey carry on for a minute.
Hello, is it Aisha?
Yeah.
Aisha, yeah. That's.
Hi, hon.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Yeah.
So as you were saying.
Yeah. My eldest daughter was out of school with them both, and Marna, she's 7. She was 6 at the time. She come out with a decorated pair of pants on paper, all cut out, and she was quite embarrassed to tell her that they'd been taught what's in your pants today. So Denny was horrified. She just informed me, and basically that's the start of my journey down this road. So from that, I've obviously gone into school and said, what's the crack with this? And basically she informed me that it's sex education, RSC, named different now. I think that's why a lot of parents are unaware of what's going on as well. It's named different. And the road I've gone down, I'm horrified. I inquired. I remember getting in touch with you, Phil, about it. Told you, and you led me to people like Kim. Obviously, I've done a bit of research. I've found a lot out, and I'm horrified. I cannot put life in let my kids learn this stuff. So yeah, now here I am, all these months later, taking them out because they've now just been taught it. So I've held on as much as I can because it's not ideal taking kids out of school, but I've had no choice. And it's getting bloody bad before it starts. I had ed teacher on. I went away at Christmas, took kids away, come back. First day back, I had ed teacher basically questioning me at the door, and then I told him my letter's been sent off to deregister them and that it should be in a pile somewhere. Basically, the next day after that, a couple of days after, because it was weekend, I had the police wanting to come in and check take the bedrooms and everything. And then the day after that, I had the school again at the door. Basically, now they're saying that they've lost my letter. Or, well, they're not. They're saying they haven't received my letter, but clearly the letter's been lost. So, yeah, I've got to do that again. So, yeah, quite dreading that road. But I'm not worried because I know my rights. I've gone into it and I've looked deep. I think they try and make you feel away, but it's not deterring me because there's no way that they're going back. They can't go back. They cannot go back. But yeah, it's a bit scary. I'm a bit scared as well.
Don't be scared. Honestly, don't be scared. Listen, I've been through it. I've got to the stage now where I'm in like the final bit where they have to lawfully sign me off. They've got no two ways about it. I did a bit like you. They lost my first letter, so I went into the school, said about it, because they said about that. They refused a meeting where I could record it. Well, they were going to be recording, but I wasn't allowed to be recording. I was like, all right then. So, but like I say, I went into the school, went and demanded about it. Do you get what I mean? As I did, kicked off. I'm not allowed in the school now, bearing in mind. Because like I stated, they're teaching satanic things in the school, literally referring to the children as a beast, like the beast, the deeper and higher level of thinking. Like, what the fuck? Like, if anyone knows anything about the satanic abuse side of it, like the teaching all this in schools and the teaching it to be normal, do you get what I mean? Teaching all this like paedophilia to be normal as well in school. Like, I'm sorry, but my kids ain't learning no paedophilia bullshit. I'm sorry, but they ain't. Excuse the language.
It's all right. In this day and
They're
age,
teaching them, like even from 3 years old, it's not just a sex education. They're teaching them about self-harming. Literally about self-harming and stuff. Why do children at 3 years old need to know about self-harming? Do you get what I mean? It's not normal. And saying about trans, like not just transgender, trans fucking human. Like,
yeah.
Okay then.
Planting seeds.
No, it's not normal. And this map, telling them like even like especially this map. Do you get what I mean? This minor attractive person, right? That ain't no minor attractive person, right? That's a dirty little nonce. It's a nonce. Yeah. Do you get what I mean? That person shouldn't be on this earth. This person should not be breathing. Simple as that. You'll have to excuse I look like shit. I've got no eyelashes on today. But yeah, do you get what I mean? It's not normal. Like, these people should not be allowed in our society and walking around like, yeah, I'm a paedophile and what? I find your kid attractive and what? Like, listen, these people. They don't, like I say, these people are now teaching in schools. And they're like, if they're not the teachers, they're the caretakers. Do you get what I mean? Or the lunch ladies, or the traffic people outside. It's disgusting. It's fucking disgusting. It's not.
So
my friend,
you can't.
She does decoying for catching paedophiles, and she says there's similarity to what they're being taught at school and what paedophiles teach the victims or try to teach the victims. Is so similar.
Yeah,
grooming the children, grooming them.
This is why, not being funny, look at how many are in Parliament now. Do you get what I mean? There was like, 148 months ago. Loads of them have gone and there's been more been put in. So how many of them that are like actually in there, that are actually on the register as it stands right now? Do you get what I mean? Like, who's to actually know? Like, you don't, do ya? Do you get what I mean? They're all fucking nonsense. Not being funny, look at Boris's wife, all of this stuff coming out about her being in all this satanic cult, sat there fucking raping and like torturing children. This is our Prime Minister's fucking wife. Do you get what I mean? His dad made a book about fucking depopulation and shit, completely promoting depopulation. And not being funny, Boris is sat there promoting Bill Gates and shit, and fucking Bill Gates, and who was Bill Gates really good friends with that's conveniently not long died? Do you get what I mean? That's got this nice big island with loads of children. Do you get what I'm saying to you? These people want these children to either manipulate them into like I say, to groom them and to be able to abuse them. And if they can't do that, they just want to kill them off. Do you get what I mean? They don't want them to be able to stand there and to be able to defend themselves. Do you get what I mean? It's not. This is why there's been a lot of things taken out of school, like even down to like to be able to do like how to learn how to make normal things in life. Do you get what I mean? How to grow vegetables and shit. And yeah, they do a sunflower. We're growing a sunflower. What's a sunflower gonna do for you? Do you get what I mean? Go grow some potatoes. Do you get what I mean? Grow some like anything, something that can feed you. Do you get what I mean? But no, we're gonna do sex ed.
Yeah.
And they've changed it from RSE to that personal, sexual, and health education, aren't they? Like, ain't no personal, the fucking whatever. Do you get what I mean? It's some pedo bullshit. Do you get what I mean?
It looks like Aisha's.
It's crap. Do you get what I mean?
She's back.
Yeah. Do you know the biggest reason why people homeschool?
Go on, Phil.
Do you know it, Aisha?
Fucking pedo system.
The main reason why people homeschool is down to mental health. It's down to mental health. You know that, don't you? Like ADHD and things like that, and different types of mental health. That's why homeschool is over 100,000 people now in this country.
Yeah, well, the thing is, right, they try to teach children with ADHD and autism, right, things of like a child's level. No, teach them the things at the level that they are. My son's got ADHD, autism, disruptive sleep apnea, and narcolepsy, right, and many other things, to get what I mean. And do you know what? I teach him things that he should be like about the diet. They said about the sex education. I said, listen, I ain't doing no sex ed until it's age appropriate. I'll do about the human body, teach about the digestive system, teach her how to be able to identify like different areas of where they're poorly, and then teach about different natural herbs and things that you are growing in your own garden. Do you get what I mean? That can help you. And they were like, oh, like if you just keep on stopping them in the tracks, like they tried to throw something in your face. Like I sent them loads of stuff, and they were like, oh, because I didn't put a date on every bit of work, on everything. Bearing in mind, half of it was dated, but because of every bit of it, it wasn't identified, so they couldn't really see what my aim was for that week, that month, that year, whatever. So I sent them what my goal was for the whole fucking year.
Are they really that strict?
Yeah, well, no, you like to try and stop it. You like to be able to get the children in the system. So, like I say, I can show you what I was trying to, well, what I'm teaching. My 4-year-old that's got all the disabilities, and then my 6-year-old that's nearly 7. Do you get what I mean? And then Joseph that's turned 3. And what I'm teaching them. And you know what? It's not, when you actually look at it in different ways that you can do it, it's not fucking hard. It's actually not. It's when people are like, oh, but they say this, they send out these letters. 1 second, let me just go inside and get a drink. I've got to be down the garden to get signal. But they send out these letters that scare you, basically, and they do these.
We'll let you get a drink first.
I'll show you one. And this first one is one that goes to everybody. And when I received mine, I had Theo's disability worker come into my house, and she hand-delivered it to me, right? And it wasn't even in an envelope, not nothing. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you get what I mean? Like, I've had this letter I gave to me. I'll show you it in a second. And yeah, it was unreal. I was fuming. This is what you'll get. I don't know if you've had it yet, but you'll get it. Each and every person gets one. Obviously, it'll be from like a different council letterhead on the top. Do you get what I mean?
Are you Nottingham? You're Nottingham, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm in Nottingham.
Yeah.
So you'll get like, 1 second. See, I've saved all mine. They haven't even denied any satanic ritual stuff in schools or anything. They've just said, regarding your concerns, you should go to these people first. Right, so you get... Oops, no, I've turned my son off. How do I turn it around? Phil, how do I turn it?
Press a screen. You'll see a little circle, and it'll tell you to turn it around.
Right, well, it ain't doing it anyway, so forget this anyways. Oh, why ain't it doing it? You little arsewipe.
Well, anyway, what I'm going to
So,
do after this, I'm going to put
it's from Nottingham Council. Do you get what I mean? As you can see.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
says about the
obviously
different
going
things
through
that you
that,
need to be
that sort of
teaching them, basically, about ICT, things like that. But then there's one where it states, and it really scares you, because on it says about section whatever. Section 7. As you're aware, parents have the right, described as Section 7, Education Act 1966, to educate their child at home. It is making decisions as a parent to assume full responsibility for the education of their child, and there are no duty from the local authority to provide education. The established is the identities of the children are missing education in Nottinghamshire. Great informed duty to ensure that under S346A is the same act of importance. So basically, they sit there and they state these different acts to parents, right? And me, when I first got it, and I got this off, like I say, I got this off my health visitor. And I was like, well, not health visitor, what's it called? A disability worker. They're all under the same thing now. Did you know that? Yeah, like all disability workers, all social workers, and all health visitors are all under the same thing now. It's all the exact same system. It's same as doctors. The doctors see everything as well. And I was like, all right. And they send out this thing as well where it says about it's got like you have like a thing like you had the police come out. You can either have the police, social services, or these elective home education people come to your house. So I had the elective home education people and social services. So both of you come to my house to get what I mean. You're more than welcome to. And they did say that it was like better forms of education. Do you get what I mean? The more highly educated at home, and they were safer at home. Do you get what I mean? And that's me, like little old me, thick as fuck. If I can do it, anyone can do it. It's these people that sit there and like they do, like try to degrade parents. Then they'll sit there and throw all these different actions, sections, and all this different bullshit, which is just policy, anyways. It's not actual law. Do you get what I mean? Like not lawful things.
Too much. I don't want to.
That's what I said. I said, listen, I just want my children to be able to do their education. Do you get what I mean? They were like, oh, 25 hours a week. I said, listen, the amount that my children learn, I said, things that you put, right, in like a full, like one full class. Do you get what I mean? We'll be doing that in like half an hour. Do you get what I'm saying? I said, my kids will sit there getting bored, and you can't just sit there doing football or something. My kids, they want to go out in nature and go and build something. Do you get what I mean? In the woods. So yeah. So like I say, if you all you got to do is just let them know basically that you're not consenting for their input. Do you get what I mean? You're not consenting for the input. You're not asking them for their permission. You are doing elective home education.
I'm not even worried. I'm getting more and more confident. I know my right. And I'm not going to let them come in and make me feel away. There's no way. They've what they're teaching my kids. No, that's made me feel away already. It's not happening. They're not making me feel like I'm not capable. I don't think they're capable. Simple. So it's I'll take each day for now, and I'm sure I'll get into some routine. I'm looking forward to it. I'm a bit nervous, but I'm looking forward to it. And I think the children will thrive. We do like
You know what? The way that you didn't find
shopping, and we'll do adding up round shopping. We'll do spellings while we're doing shopping, just things like that. It's not hard to get them to levels that they need to be, and then on top of that, it's just doing it fun ways. It shouldn't be a drag going to school and stealing, bullying, and all the shit that comes with it. And it's got so bad. Most kids are miserable going to school now. It's not nice. And I've got a 23-year-old, I've got a 21-year-old, and their schooling and what they went through and their sex education is completely different to what the little ones are going through. and it breaks me heart. I can't put life in them and be taught that different. It's not normal. It's not normal. They're drilling it.
It's some next level pedo stuff now, innit?
Oh, it's that next level. It is grooming the children into something that I'm scared for future. I'm scared. I don't want my children around this shit. I don't want them around it. What do we do?
And do you know what? The worst is they say from free, but who's to say that they're not doing it from younger? Not being funny, they say with jabs that they were going to do it from fucking just adults. Then it was teenagers. Now it's the 5-year-olds. Who's to say that they're not doing it from like the first time that they're even in a nursery? Do you get what I mean? It's bad.
I struggle with
So
it.
you'll have to excuse I'm lurking.
So
Yeah,
how long have you been homeschooling, Aisha?
I don't actually know. Let's have a look at these letters. It's about at least 6 months now. I'm loving it.
yeah.
Of the 9th, the 1st of the 9th. So
you've been doing
when
it
is
a
that?
few
Well, no,
months
it
then.
says the 27th of the 8th is when I walked into the school. It says. So this, I don't know how many months ago that was. My memory's not good. I'm not good at maths. Well, not like on the spot like this, to get what I mean. It's night time. It's. But yeah, for quite a while now.
So Stacey, are both your children, are you going to homeschool them both?
Yeah. Mike is 5, mine is 7. So yeah, I'm starting from really early. Yeah, it's tomorrow doing baking. Yeah, I'm just taking each day as it comes right now. I've got a little classroom, built at my garden, half built, sorry.
Did you know as well? Do you know at the beginning? What's really good, you can get an online tutor from £12. That's it, a month. £12 a month for a few hours a week, and that's for like your English and your maths. So, and think £12 ain't really shit. And you know what? When they get into that age where they're older, you're like, where the fuck do you start? Do you get what I mean? So it does come in handy. So I would advise parents to have a look at online tutors. They do it online as well. All it is like how we're talking now, but they just teach them along the way and they get to learn. Do you get what I mean? These extra bits that we don't really know too much about. Do you get what I'm saying? You can get them for everything. It's like I say, for £12, and there is a lot that the schools don't teach that we as parents can teach. Like I say, go out in nature and look at the different things that you can get that are edible. Do you get what I mean? All sorts in nature's edible, and we believe like, oh no, it's poison. You don't go near that stuff. Yeah, it is. It's really good for you, actually. Do you get what I mean?
Definitely. A bit of foraging. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Sean Morris does a lot of that online. He does a live every couple of nights. He goes out into nature, uses different things.
He does the right concoctions, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I haven't watched him.
Yeah, Sean Morris is well worth a watch. Do you mean dandelions and everything you can think of, which substitute?
Oh, I put all that in mine. You know this. Oh God. I make all sorts I do. Dandelion, nettle, bloody all sorts. I think goes in curries, doesn't it?
Yeah. If my kids were young again, there's no way would they be going to any public school. I tell you that now. And there's quite a few reasons.
From me taking my children out is more.
Private schools are just as bad.
I'm just relieved I don't have to go through the system.
There's a number of reasons. One, I would say because the vaccine rollout at the moment, you can't trust the school. Well, I don't think you can. Another reason is I think kids get a better education at home. If they've got a good parent, they'll have a good education. There's plenty of reasons why you should take your kids out of school, to be honest with you. The lefty ideology.
It's going to get worse, isn't it? It's going to get
the sex education. Do you mean it is getting worse and worse? And I do honestly think people should take the kids out, and we shouldn't be paying taxes for it.
We need to build
and this is something else about home ed. home education. Why aren't you getting help financially to help with
Going
it?
against them.
You
Phil,
don't
that's
get
why.
no help. Do you know what? Do you know when you like when your kids are enrolled in school, like when it comes to like the 6-week holidays, you get like what, £15 per child. You get what I mean per week. When it comes to 6-week holidays now, you don't get nothing. You don't get no help because your kids ain't they're not learning all that government fucking poison bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a
Yeah,
lefty
this is
ideology.
They can keep it for me.
I'd rather do without it
Yeah.
and have my kids not be learning all of this shit. It's disgusting.
Well, we don't really need it because they're just getting brainwashed. It's another form of brainwashing for our government. I mean, whatever the government wants them to learn, that's what they're going to learn, and they're going to be brainwashed with it. It's simple as that. Like,
Instead of teaching this sex ed stuff, why ain't they teaching them about like stay away from strangers and stuff like that? Do you get what I mean? Like, I was like looking up all sorts of different things earlier, and like NSPCC reported child sex offender jumped last year 57% in from the past 5 years. Just last year.
The
Why do you think?
NSPC, they're not worth the paper they're written on.
Yeah, they're corrupt.
No, they ain't. But I was looking up all different things that the government were putting out. Basically, as we know that when I put things out, I like to be able to put things out from the government. So then, how can the government try and deny anything if it's all these people that are trying to put it out? Do you get what I'm saying? So if they can report this, how can you? How many more have actually been happening? Do you get what I mean? Last year, as I said last year, it was a very dangerous year for children because it was all the satanic highest thing. Do you get what I mean? They were on like the little prowl and they wanted to like ritualize as many children as possible. So there was a lot of children kidnapped last year. Do you get what I mean? And I did put out stats and stuff. I did it on Halloween. I also put out there on the different government websites what they were putting out about the different satanic rituals that do happen, that the government and the parliament have been linked to. Do you get what I mean? And nothing gets done. Boris today was on. He got fucking literally everyone was laughing at him and telling him that he needs to resign. Still nothing. Nothing. Do you get what I mean? This man's the next fucking pedo. They all are.
Yeah, exactly. Did you hear the latest news, Mind? I was doing a bridge in Cardiff, and banner for the bridges, and it came across on my live that the Gill statue in London, somebody had climbed up a ladder.
I've seen it. Someone's climbed up and my battery's died on my other phone. I'm gonna have to go in 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. I'll put you on silent.
I am still here. I'm still here.
Yeah.
I want to still listen.
Are they still smashing it out?
Yeah, you're not very loud either, Stacey.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're not very loud for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is.
They don't like us tonight.
Oh, they don't mind me.
This always happens, Phil.
Yeah.
Couldn't come on at first. Now my other phone's died. Look at door. I'm dropping paperwork and all sorts here. Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'm still on, ain't I?
If everybody wants to leave comments, that's great. But the best place to leave a comment is on YouTube. It's Demo Welshman. The link, I'm sure I put it up for me. I'll put it back up now. That's a link by there, folks. If you jump on that and you subscribe to the channel, and I'll be able to see all your comments on the show tonight. Yeah, thanks for that, John. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, like I said, I would definitely take my kids out of school. What's going on?
I said definitely take
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Phil?
It's her phone.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm here. I'm just trying to get inside.
Can you hear me, Phil?
Properly. Can you hear
It's
me?
her phone.
It's me. 1 minute.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah, it's you.
It's me. I know. I'm coming. I'm putting my other phone on charge because I wanted to show you something.
This is the problem you have when you do a live off a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I put it on mute at the moment, so. So you've had the police knocking on your door as well, then, have you?
Yeah. Yeah, it quite pissed me off, to be honest, Phil. They'll not be coming back. But yeah, I complied. I just said, come in. There were concerns because the school's not been noted. But I told them the head teacher at the door the day before. She said, oh, she didn't know that. Yeah. I explained why I've took my children out. She was quite shocked at what I told her. I told her basically they'll not be going back and I'll deal with it from there. So we'll see. We'll see who turns up at my door next week. So.
Yeah, at the end of the show, what I'll do, I'll put a copy of a deregister letter up. That will be on Live News and Demo News. I'll put that up so on the group and the page, so everybody that does want to deregister, they can use that as a template. And what they can do then is, if they want to deregister their kids, they can. Like it is pretty simple to do.
Yeah, it's straightforward.
Once you've done it,
one page. Mine was.
Yeah,
that was it.
It's not a lot you've got to do to deregister your child. Just be prepared for a visit once a year. Tops, and that's tops. That is.
Yeah.
Madam's back now. Hello. I think she's frozen. The thing is, right, Stace, she's using her phone and it's by the window in her house and she doesn't get a signal. The only place she gets a signal is in the back garden. So I got a funny feeling she'll be going and coming back.
Mm.
So
I'm
gonna have
to do a live on back garden. Bloody hell.
Yeah, but she's got like a fire pit, and she uses that in her back garden. So yeah, she's gone now. Yeah, she's going now. So I'm going to remove her from there till she comes back.
Yeah.
Until she realizes that her signal's crap.
So she's been doing that for 6 months, and she's got how many? How many she got? 3, 4?
Four kids. I think 3 of them are homeschooled. I think.
Doing.
I was meant to have Jo Drayson on. She actually did it for a number of years with one of the twins, and she's nowhere to be seen tonight. I don't know what's happened to her. I'll see her tomorrow, but yeah, she pretty straightforward. She said it was just deregister them and that's it. She hasn't even registered a grandchild. The grandchild isn't even registered in the system, so there's no way that. Well, that's the best way to do it, to be honest with you. You don't have to. If I knew what I
knew now, Phil, they wouldn't have even started in the first place.
Yeah.
You've just got to undo what school's really done. Just got to undo it anyway.
Yeah, Roy Pierce has just said the guy is down from the statue now. Legend. He's probably taken a few chunks off it. What he should have done is taken a rope up there and a van quickly come past and put it down. It should have been on the floor in bits, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well done to him, Phil. Respect to that guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Now one started, might be a few wanting to do the same, maybe.
Yeah, but that one I agree with coming down because he was a paedophile. He sexually abused his 2 daughters, and so's been said that he actually sexually abused his dog as well. Like,
yeah.
So. All right, Aisha's back, I think. Let's get rid of the other one. Shall I ban her from the studio? Nah, I wouldn't do that. You there, Aisha?
She'd go mad.
Yeah, let's add her a mic. Let's turn that one off. Hello? You back?
You know about me? Yeah, George.
I'm only inviting you up. Me. It doesn't like you, not when you're in the house.
It don't like me at all. It don't like me. And then my battery's died, so I ain't even got no light for outside. And my flashlight thing, because I've left it outside, it's gone fucking rusty, ain't it? So I'm like, for fuck's sake. Not doing too well today. Need to go get a new flashlight.
It's usually me, though. It's usually me.
Oh.
Yeah. So,
So what's
what
your plans for the weekend, Phil? What are you
mine?
doing?
Oh, asking me questions. Oh,
Yeah.
This is good.
I know. We haven't seen each other for a bit. Come on, what are you doing?
Tomorrow, I'm going to be going to Exeter to support the Billy trial
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Leona, because obviously
The-
Leona was
yeah.
in care and she was foster care. She was threatened having the jab. She was crying and everything. She phoned her father, and she went to her father, basically. And the police found them and basically put her back into foster care, which she'd done another runner from, and now she's in a secure unit. The problem we got is he didn't tell his daughter to run away from home. So it's a lot more to this story I need to pick up tomorrow when I'm down there, because he was up in court last week, and because he wouldn't have the test, they said you'll have to go back to prison for another week. He shouldn't be in prison at all, like Timmy. Shouldn't be in prison at all. So
especially not for taking a test that is so harmful to you as well.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, so what they've done is they've kept him in isolation for a week, and he's going to be going back to the court tomorrow. So hopefully his case will be heard tomorrow, and hopefully he'll be released, because there's no way that he should actually be, in prison anyway.
He shouldn't be in there.
His daughter was really upset.
It's ridiculous.
I read something about it last few days, Phil. It's quite shocking.
It is. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. I am taking 4 battery packs. I'll probably pay a visit to do another live as well during the day, probably in the night time, and that will be at the camp, the PDSD camp in Bath. And then Saturday, I think I might actually go to Bristol, because I think it's going to kick off. I think Killer Bill, which I've seen in the past in Bristol, they are very, very violent. They will go for another statue. Don't know what the statue is going to be, but they will go for another statue, because it's going to be the same sort of people who are there. Obviously, the Killer Bill is to stop the bill going through for demonstrations and stuff. To stop us demonstrate, they are trying, but they're doing the wrong things about statues. I hope they don't go for any statues. I hope they're just there to kill the bill.
If they do, get the pedo ones down.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like man tried to today. Get these pedo ones down, because these are everywhere. The one thing that I am happy about, though, do you know that beast statue that was there? That's now been removed. I'm quite happy about that. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, the one in London, that should be brought down. It's still up, as far as I can see. Anyway.
Yeah, but there's many of them in London. Like there's ones in churches. They've got the devil in the church. Do you get what I mean? Like, why have they got that in the church? Like, if it is meant to be such a holy place where it's all this good and glory, do you get what I mean? Why is all of this, and why is it that the Bible has been changed so much as well? Why would you want to teach anybody this Bible when it's been changed by all these people? And this picture of Jesus, everyone sat there, glory Jesus. This picture isn't no Jesus. This isn't the Jesus that everyone's praising. This is some mafia person, right? If you actually do your research, it was this big mafia boss's son that died, basically. And they've used used his picture for everybody to sit there and praise. Do you get what I mean? And if you look, do your research. You get what I mean? As I always say, nobody ever take my word. Go do your own research, right? And go and have a look. Like for years, even I used to be like it. I used to be sat there. I used to go to church all the time. And then there's now I sit there and I think, Aisha, you absolute idiot. Do you get what I mean? Like you sat there and it says, the Lord. The Lord is actually Satan. Do you get what I mean? The one that they're wanting to like bring and fucking here to be able to bring all fucking hell on earth and all of this. No, listen, Duck, we ain't having that. They sat there saying about witchcraft is bad. Witchcraft ain't no bad. You can sit there and all these people do all these protection things. Me, on my mirrors, on every single one of my mirrors, for all my windows, everything. I've got different runes and stuff, everything. I've got runes, I've got all sorts. Do you get what I mean? Do my cards. It's not bad. People sit there and make out like all this stuff is bad because all this stuff, people having this knowledge about this spirit, everyone says about this spiritual side, it's all bad. No, it ain't. It's about finding you, the inner person in you, and finding your own power within you. And like people say, oh, what's that? It could be your strength in all sorts of different ways that you didn't even know. Do you get what I mean? You could be out there and you could actually get interested in something and be absolutely amazing at it, and then be able to naturally heal people. Do you get what I mean? Or have the knowledge of things and be able to express all of your knowledge out. Do you get what I mean? To be able to stop people from taking, like, even people's harm, like different harm that's happened to you. You going through all that bad stuff and being able to put it out there, that then stops other people, because they then have the knowledge of all these different traits of what to look out for. Do you get what I mean? So yeah, not everything's bad, but all this Jesus stuff, I'm sorry, I ain't no believer no more.
Well, the church is one of the biggest.
I ain't. I believe that there is something out there. Do you get what I mean?
Right, hang on a sec. I actually believe that I'm an atheist, and I believe the church, well, they are one of the biggest paedophile rings in the world, like, as well as the Masons and that. So, in total agreement. Sorry, I muted you for a second there, so I can get a word in. Have you got anything to say about this, Stace?
I know the Pope loves a group. That's about it. But no. It's all corrupt. It's all really wrong.
Yeah.
Whatever we thought was wrong is right, and right's right. It's all backwards to me now. Oh, we've gone. I'm back.
Yeah, I've unmuted Aisha, because otherwise we won't get a word in edgeways. Sorry, Aisha.
Bless her.
Look at her laughing.
She'll be fuming.
I'm used to this. Me and Phil do this all the time. We're usually on the phone for like 4 or 5 hours at a go. I'm sat there, I'm making all different things as well while I'm on the phone. Is like, what are you putting in it now? Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you what she puts in her cakes and sweets and stuff like that, because you'd have a
for me, my adult ones, yeah. Hey, listen, it's natural healing. Do you get what I mean? People sit there and like, oh, I'm depressed. Go and have a natural made, do you get what I mean, cookie or chocolate or whatever, do you get what I mean? Put some of the butter in a pasta, do you get what I mean? Anything. You can do it with anything. And you know what? You watch your mood change. And that shit's grown out the ground. There ain't no chemical shit. So it helps, yeah. But like I say, this fucking home medication side of it, right? Sorry, just swinging back to it. I just want parents out there to know, like, don't be scared. They put all these different things out in the letters. When the letters come, they do look scary. Do you get what I mean? They do, especially if you're like not the most knowledgeable of people. But don't be frightened, because not being funny, if you actually look up the laws rather than their policies, your laws mean more than any of their policies. Do you get what I mean? So what they're talking to you is bullshit. There
are a lot of gone down that road and had a look at my rights, because I've had mates who's come in, and then I don't know, authorities coming all the time. You're gonna get panicky, you're gonna get scared, thinking you're doing something wrong when you're not. I'm protecting my children, that's what I'm doing.
There are groups on Facebook. There are some quite big groups as well, which you can get information off as well. They will tell you the law. They will. I jumped on one in the week. just to get some info off it, like doing.
Yeah, I
And
was on one yesterday, Phil. I got loads out of it.
yeah,
So
definitely.
I'll even put it in I'll put link in when they've done. I can't even for life and they tell you where it is, but I've saved it all in my phone. I'll send
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Because at the end of the day, people should be out there to help each other. So groups like that will help you all the way, like doing. And as your
I've
kids
got
are,
a few people now getting in touch with me in my area, wanting to try and get something going, and that is so doable. You just need a good, I don't know, half a dozen of you. You can do a rotation, but it just someone needs to get it going.
Yeah.
It's so easy done.
Roger's turning round and asking, is it true they are building mega prisons for the unvax? Oh, that's a tough one. Because
Yeah, we've heard, but is it scaremongering, Phil? Are they trying to scare us? What do you think?
They're building them in Nottingham now. They've been building them in Nottingham for a while. If you go on the tram, like I go on the tram to the hospital quite frequently. And I have been seeing this building being made for quite a while. And these things that are being built, this ain't no office. This ain't no apartment. This is like, it looks like these cells. And this shit's fucked up. And this shit looks like do you know, like when you see all these things, like if in Australia and in China and all of this stuff and fucking in Queensland, like where they've got all these big camps, it looks like this. Do you get what I mean? And this is in Nottingham. So let them try that shit. Like I say, they come for my babies.
Do you
God
think
help
that
them.
they are capable? It'll be a meeting place for us all.
I wanted to try find this.
What was next plans?
Well, I believe it's true. I've seen some of the prisons, which they're mega prisons. They're like the size of towns. But what bothers me is they're building these mega prisons with, do you mean cemeteries? Not cemeteries. What do you call them? Where you burn people, crematoriums, right next door. Now, why would you want to do that? Like, why?
Yeah, I've seen them.
It's not one prison. We're talking about 5 or 6, which are.
They're saying it's for all these people that have had COVID.
Well, like Australia. I think she's frozen again. Oh, no.
Every year it's bad.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. Sorry, I was reading something.
See, there you go. They use hotels.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
And camps in Australia. Yeah, we've lost her again. Yeah, I honestly believe they are going to come after us eventually.
Yeah,
I do. But the restrictions in Scotland, I've been told today, they're getting lessened.
Oh wow!
And I'm up in Scotland a week Saturday, a week Friday I'll be going up, but I'll be filming a children's demo and a COVID demo at the same time, because it'll be 2 demos meeting as one in George Square in Glasgow. So that's not this weekend, the following weekend sorted out. Oh, there's one in Worcester. For the vaxxed that are going to drop. I can't see it for the vaxxed, to be honest with you. Yeah. No. They're very secretive about what they're building. When questions, alarm bells right there. Aisha's on her way back.
What do you think to Boris? What do you think's going to happen with Boris now? He's said sorry and...
You just get another puppet in. They're all puppets. You can't trust one politician. I'm sorry to say. They go into politics thinking they're going to do good, but they're not there for good. And especially the Eton lot. They're there to make money, and that's it. They make money off our backs. And they're puppets. Aisha's not back properly yet. When was the last prison opened? I think it's Defo Fear Porn. Well, Lindsay, there is a prison it's just been completed, and there's another 4 or 5 on the way. All prisons are run down, so I like to think it's just new ones built, replacing old. I'd love it to be Lindsay, but we've got
It's for that, but I doubt it.
the area I live in. It's not far from Park Prison, and that's the largest private prison in the country and the second largest in Europe. And that's pretty new, and they keep on building on it. So I'm not sure about these prisons, not 100%, because we got to look at Australia, because Australia is, they've had camps built, and that's where the unvax go, or not the unvax. It's actually people who got COVID and won't. That's where they go. If they're not going to stay in, they will go there. Yeah. So what do you think about Australia? Aisha's back, I think.
Are you asking me, Phil?
Yeah.
It's basically, it's scary. It's like what's coming to us next, by the looks of things.
Well, it seems to be Australia is like the testing ground, a bit like
Yeah.
Wales is at the moment. Wales is being tested to the limits with the communism through our dictator. I was going to say Drakeford, and then I was going to say Dickford, but I'm going to call him Rapeford. And the reason why I'm calling him Rapeford is because he's raped Wales during the pandemic, and also his son is serving 8 years for a violent rape on a child. So yeah, nice.
Yeah, nice.
So I'm calling him Rapeford from now on. If he likes it or not, I don't care. Massive new prison being built in North Wales. That's by Tommy Freedom, formerly known as Tommy Trump, I think. Will they kill us? I don't know. They're already killing us, Roger.
It's already happening.
Over 1,800 people have died
Try.
already. Yeah. What are you munching on? Aisha, what are you munching on? Aisha? Can you hear me?
What?
I said, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was asking what you were munching
I'm just
on.
listening.
All right. Oh, so they don't
I
even
was
have to
eating
test
chocolate.
Yeah.
As I do.
Stacey, that's not normal chocolate. You'd like that chocolate.
I would like that.
Whenever
Yeah,
I
you would.
talk, it keeps them going all dodgy. Facebook hates me. Honestly, anytime that I talk, I keep on getting like this crackling noise on my phone. Facebook really don't like me tonight. I've moved all the way down the right side of the living room. But no. Oh well.
So how's your heart? How's your
Are
heart?
you there?
Aisha? Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Yeah, she can't hear us.
My heart, do you know what? Recently, it's been really good. Yeah, I'm really, really good recently. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. No. Hello. Yeah, no, my heart's doing really good recently. To be fair, all this.
No, she's not doing all right. She's off. She's got a bad heart. She has.
I'm going to say what's
Stacey.
up with her heart. Right.
Yeah, and she's not 100% like doing so. And I don't think she's well. I'm not saying nothing. Do you know what I mean? She's a fighter. That's all we can say. She's fighting.
You can
think
tell
I've
she's a
been.
little fighter.
Yeah, she definitely is. Especially if you've got 4 kids and you're a single mother.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
And they're all under the age of 8. So
yeah. Homeschooling. Yeah.
Roy Pierce. I don't know if you can see the comments.
I
right
can't.
on
They're too small.
Yeah. Roy Pierce has turned around. They'll replace a statue outside the BBC with a syringe now. Oh, nice one, Roy. Amazing. Yeah, so
Well, I'm glad I'm glad they've started to smash that one down though. Brilliant.
yeah, well, that's a start. I hope they've got to
it's a
finish.
start.
She's trying again. She's trying to come back in. I hope the signal's better. Let's see. Hello, you back? Hello,
Hello.
can you hear us?
I've got to try hold my phone in the most awkwardest of positions. Oh God, it don't like me.
You should be in the garden.
They just don't like me. Facebook hates me.
Yeah, it hates me at the moment as well.
Facebook just hates me. Simple.
Can I get off then, Phil? Now, can I? My children keep peeking their head through that door.
Yeah, thanks for jumping.
They're messing about upstairs. They're having a right little riot between them.
Is that any better?
All right then, Stace. Thanks for jumping on. And,
can you hear me now?
Thanks for having me. Aisha, nice to speak, babe. She's gonna go.
Yeah, I'll be talking to myself now in a minute. All right then. Yeah, thanks for jumping on. And it won't be long before I finish the show anyway, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, I'll speak to you soon, Phil. Take care.
Yeah, ta-ra, Stace. Right, folks. It looks like I'm going to be on my own for a little bit. I will let her try and come back on once more, Aisha. You have seen Aisha before. She had blonde hair the last time, and she's a bit of a firecracker, do you know what I mean? She's got lots to say. Sometimes you don't agree with it. Sometimes you do. She's not as stupid as her blonde hair says, because she's quite intelligent and very intelligent. In this country, 23.5 million unvaxxed. So there's quite a few of us. That's what I got a ban for, I think. Right. Aisha going to come on or not? Stacey is... all right then. All right then, folks. Yeah, thanks, Aisha, for coming on. It's been great. I would like to talk about home ed again, a little bit more in depth next time. I am missing two guests tonight. So two people who've been through it as well, which is annoying, really, folks. But I'll be back next week. I'm back with Kimberly from PCP Wales and with Tracy Blackwell next week, folks. I might have one or two guests who might jump on as well. So, yeah, definitely pure blood. That's what we are. And next week's show, we'll be talking about bullying, cyberbullying, stalking, and cloning people's accounts, because it's annoying, really, folks. It is. I don't see why we should be arguing in this day and age anyway, and doing stupid things like that, to be honest with you. But that's what we'll be talking about next week. And thank you all for watching, and thank you for all sharing. Please share it out, because, yep, on a sharing ban. But like I said, I'll be live tomorrow outside the Exeter. And thanks, admin, for putting up with me in my comments. And I'll see you all next week. Let's see if I can find something. I'm going to go back out with what I normally do, I think. All right, folks. Good night, all, and have a good one.
Okay, picking it up here in Wilmington, North Carolina, right at the Intercoastal. We're in one of these bands.
So that's Mike Seidel in Wilmington, North Carolina. But as he races and fights to win Friday, he got the two guys who seem to walk right by him in the background there, no trouble at all. The video has been shared more than 1 million times on social media. Now it's
Cruising, losing, looking for some news and losing it's amusing. Other people choosing the topics I can view and the subjects I can chew on, the facts that I can spew and the news they put their slew on. Twisty, turny, wriggly, wormy, squealy, squirmy news. Psychopathic journalists deceiving with their views. Tightening like a tourniquet, they're aiming to confuse. Nightly negative narratives narrating you the blues. Blues and twos, new taboos, the pasta's all sold out. The hurricane's incoming and the world is dying out. Asteroids, blasteroids, steroids in their tails. The windiest ever windy gales are blowing in the dales. The sea levels are rising breathing at a super duper rate. 247 365, the caliphate's your fate. Tidal waves are waving like the death rays from the sun. Duck and cover, stand your ground, there's nowhere else to run.
Now, more on the latest building collapse in New York. You might have heard a few moments ago, I was talking about the Salomon Brothers building collapsing, and indeed it has. Jane, what more can you tell us about the Salomon Brothers building and its collapse?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy.
Writing, fighting to publish stuff exciting. Losing it's amusing, other people choosing the posts that I can post and the documents I can read from, the info I can feed from, the facts the checkers get wrong. Sleazy, slimy, geeky, grimy, blackout, soulless tech, concluding with a clickety-click what's wrong and what's correct. Politically encouraged with protection from the law. They're getting pretty ruthless now, they panicking for sure. Scrubbing out the info like a scrubber in a tub, deleting the derogatory of the members in their club. Documents and studies disappear without a trace. Psychopathic moral, unless they're doing it in your face. The info is erasing at a super duper rate. Breach community standards, your account will feel a fate. Post a funny meme means that you hate and are extreme. No chance of an appeal cause you're white and so supreme. Doctors, nurses, scientists and servants, real boys made from wood, covering for the perverts, defining definitions that will put you in a spin. Anything of interest gets filed in recycled bin. Algorithms algorizing the content that you post, collecting information, long-term storage with a host. Five Eyes keeping eyes on you, they're eyeing up your speech, using legal loopholes to conduct a data breach. And qualified assessors banning stuff they do not like. Since early 2020 this has reached a massive spike. You're swimming in a dirty swamp, the swamp is full of pike. Post a touchy subject and receive a community strike. Unelected unofficials making up the rules. Billion-dollar corporations governing the schools. Satanic worship dictators who distribute the tools. Pervy public servants act like Hitler with the Jews.